think we can switch across a few seconds early. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Hopefully my vocals are coming through okay. I have been tweaking the filters on my mic. Now I'm setting up OBS as a base install again. How's everyone doing? Are we all okay on this warm, but not as warm as it has been Monday? It is hot, certainly indoors. I'm a bit, bit clogged up, so sorry, you'll have to get me coughing, etc. Hey, hey, hey! That's good. We've got a good turnout today for the start of the stream. Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming along. Got the wheel ready to go. Got to find the right. There we go. It's locked in. Right. Well, where are we today? Oh, where's my controller? Cable sorted out. I haven't slept yet, but from the previous session, we're still on the same day. I mean, obviously I've slept. But, boring. Oh, yeah, that's it, Luke. Just rub it in. Rub it in. I mean, I live just on the edge of Manchester, which is notorious for wet weather. We haven't seen a drop of rain for a while. Right, I reckon that'll be ready next month, but we'll see. So we've got everything set up, ready to go. I screwed up in the last episode by actually buying the harvester outright rather than doing an HP or even a lease. So I just chucked it in there for the moment. So that's mine. I've got the header on HP because I remembered at that point. But yeah, so I spent like whatever it was, 90 odd, 100,000 Brazilian dollars on that. And we got the field harvested. So I am going to have to look to get some money. So I will look. I don't know if we can catch a quick contract. Cultivate. Oh, that was the one, wasn't it? I was going to look to do that one. Should I? Shouldn't I? Yeah. What the hell? Let's just get straight into it and just get that one done. I'm going to need some. I'm going to need. We're going to need a bigger shed just to put that in there. We're going to need a bigger shed, I think, as well. And potentially some storage space. So I shall have to have a look. But I'm going to do that one because that one will keep us busy for a while. So let's just get straight on it. I'm going to borrow the items because I don't know how big mine is. I can't remember. Big. 6 meters. What's that one there? Can we work out what that one is? Let's have a look. See if we can figure out what that one is and how big that is, because that will give us an idea about the the difference in that one, isn't it? It's 3 meters extra. What do we reckon, guys? Should we do it with my 6 meter, or should I just borrow all that kit and do it with the 9 meter? Oh, no, not that one. Waiting for chat to catch up. Anybody? about it. Because I reckon it could take me the whole session if I do it. With mine. It'll be 36 if I do it with this one. Nobody? Oh, hang on a minute. Where has everybody gone? I've already lost 2. Already lost 2 from YouTube. It only says 2 concurrent viewers. Right, I'm going to borrow the items. Too late now. Right. Wait, why is Andy not on stream? Get his ass on stream. Okay, we are going to field 28, which is, oh no, click outside the game window. Oh, what's the road? Oh, I can go that way. This one. Right. Oh, my word. Okay. So, Battlefield 6, aren't you? You're in teams. Like, because I don't play Battlefield 1, play Battlefield 5. They're probably my favourite Battlefield series. I love Battlefield 1. Love the music. And it's like peak 20. Yeah, okay, so you're going to hear my question to you about Battlefield 6, as I was just seeing your question. So I'll wait for you to answer the Battlefield 6 question and then I'll answer your mod question. Oh, is it? Oh, bugger. Yeah, I knew I'd messed up. Is that better? Better, better. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. Peter Piper picked up his gold pen, put it on a pedestal, and pursued his friend. His plot to deploy, the polluted punk persisted to inhibit, so the plotter's plan flunked. Okay, alright then. I think it's, yeah, I'll have to tweak the settings on it. So I was asking about Battlefield 6, Gil. How does it work these days? I don't know how much you heard. I've played Battlefield 1, I've played Battlefield 5. They were my favourite. Battlefield 1 I probably preferred. And it was like 2 teams of 20, if I remember. Is that how it is in 6? And you just happen to be on either sides? I never played Battlefield 2. So my 3 games of that genre were Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5, and Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2. 32 versus 32, right? Okay. That's quite big then. Right, okay, so in answer to your previous question about mods, yeah, I haven't done much with the helper payroll mod, so that is now just still vanilla friendly. I haven't heard anything back from giants yet about crop control with multi-language support. But yeah, the helper payroll is it's ready to go. So it basically, when you start at, for example, if I was going to do an AI worker now, I could open up, instead of, we've got helper profiles where we've got this window here. So with helper payroll, if you've got no helper profiles, yeah, it's confusing, then it won't give you this list of your people. It would potentially just give you a list, or it will give you a list of potential roles, so like owner, trainee, worker, standard worker, experienced worker, contractor, and each one of those has a different hourly rate. So if you want to have a little bit of realism with your AI workers and just get, a junior to do a bit of mowing or something, and then get your experienced worker or a contractor in a combine and actually impact the AI pay, then you can do that. Just use it with the vanilla game. It will eventually integrate in with helper profiles, and I'm going to merge them together, to be honest, in one mod, and you can turn each one off effectively. That's the intention. And then you can pre-configure your profiles with hourly rates and so on, so that you can it will just do it automatically effectively. When you select one of your helpers from the list there, which is only just me at the moment, it will automatically have the hourly rate and whatever I am, so I would be the owner by default. And yes, avatar switcher and helper profiles are independent of each other. You don't need avatar switcher for helper profiles. Now, talking of mods, not my mods, but I did have an issue this afternoon. I was just going into my Judith Plains Jen's Ranch map, Buffalo Ridge, and also my Whitcomb Park map, which I haven't even finished an episode for yet. I started that when the map came out, and neither of them worked. They just would not load. Kept getting stuck at, they were getting stuck at various points, basically around about 80% loading vehicles. It was laughing about. Now I had to go through and mess about trying to work out which mod it was, but it turns out, certainly for me, and I don't know if anybody else has got these mods to test it, but the bale rat, is it bale rat? Well, one of there are two of the bale, twine, and net wrap mods. Two of them were updated today. I think it's the two that have the add-on mod that then does it for all balers. Those two mods basically broke my saves. I had to turn off the additional mods, the additional ones, and it worked. So I guess if I was to go back to the previous versions of the main mod, it would still work, which is, although here, I think, what did I do here? I can't remember. I might actually have done that here. So I haven't upgraded, and it's working in this save. So yeah, so if you've got those mods, word of warning, you need to turn off the bale wrap additional, or whatever it's called, if you upgrade the base mod. I don't know whether it's because the modder has built it into the one mod, but it doesn't say that there's no longer a dependency. It just doesn't load for me. I thought it was realistic livestock for a while, because I kept getting a load of weird errors in the logs, but thankfully it wasn't. It's just those bale wrap. I have started a new series. I have actually started recording another. That's 3 series I've got to go. Okay, cool. All right. There's definitely those 2 mods because I've disabled the add-on mod, and it works. Having upgraded the base mod. Yeah, so I've got 3 Farms in series on the go now. Obviously, and this is the 4th. I have started another one, slightly different. But it's kind of based around something that I do a lot when it comes to farm sim. Well, all of my content. I thought, okay, let's try this and see how it works. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that one. I'm kind of nearly ready to get that one out in the next few days. I think they came out today. Those 2 rap, those 2 failed fine rap that was there. It was today they came out. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe they came out a few days ago, and I just got around to update them today. Oh, okay. Yeah, of course, no mods released today, yeah. So, yeah, that must have been Friday then. Must have been Friday's mods. I haven't done anything with those saves until today. It was the first time I've loaded them up for a week or so. Panicking a bit because I was thinking, oh my god, I can't even get the first episode of the series done now. I can't force myself to get on with the Buffalo Ridge one either. No, I don't want to drive on there. I got the clutch pedal. It's all in and it's all working. Got that Saturday. I haven't set truck sim up to use the clutch yet. So I'm back to normal setup. And oh yeah, Blue Bug, yeah. I think although Gildy came to the stream, so I didn't on Thursday when I was doing the truck with him. And I had issues at the start of the stream where my shifter wasn't working. And that was the cable that came with it. I only had it like a few days. The cable just stopped working. I had to change it for some cheap standard USB to USB-C cable. So I don't know what's wrong with the cable. It's one of these. It's the same that you get with an Xbox controller. That kind of funny mesh, whatever it is, plasticky kind of outer thing. Why not? Oh, the skin on my hands is so dry. Well, all the washing up I have to do. Hear a beeping then. Am I getting too hot? Tractor. Is that what that is? Temperature? Oh, it's gone off. It's cool. Horses to learn how to yeah, I guess learn how to drive a tractor. £200. You run in Manchester, where they teach you all about safety, about all of the things up, etc. What everything means and what everything does in the tractor. Can stream it. Say it's not for kids. Yeah, I was watching channels. Language on them. Crazy stuff. Yes, it's what's the worst that can happen? Okay. Oh, in that case then, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Does anybody have this anybody in the UK with a YouTube channel have this thing come up where I guess it's kind of more targeted for channels which classify themselves as news, for the independent journalists, but that message about the fact that our amazing, wonderful, illustrious, perfect, I have to say that, otherwise I'll be arrested by the government, is going to force us to have to watch all of this propaganda content, pushing everything else down. Because I've seen channels which aren't what I would consider to be those channels, and I've watched a lot of channels that are really affected, but I don't know if anybody else has had it. For some reason I'm not part of the club. The door is slamming shut, opening again because I've got the aircon going out there. I had it open a little bit so that at least some cold air can come in. I watched some films from like came out in the 80s, I think. And I remember watching them when I was young, thinking, wow, if you think, it's just like so. I can't quite think how to describe it, but I never for one moment thought it would actually be true. I see. They're all coming through. Yeah, a lot of YouTubers have said that they've that got in their studio. Basically say that their content is going to get pushed down. Obviously, because they're gaming, they're probably affecting. Let's say the wrong thing. Soon, because all the great things, the police will be outside. Again. But it's the police. My voice keeps going quiet. Oh, I'm sorry. I have the microphone is slipping down as well. The new mic, I think. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, mug of tea, but just put it right over there. Can't get to it. Spin round in a minute. Just stop it in a minute. Is that any better? It's better. Never put a better bit of butter on your knife. It keeps slipping down. This mic is the mic stand. Mic stand isn't have to. Right, just bear with me. I'm just going to go and grab this. Grab this mug of tea. Bring it back and hope I don't spill it everywhere. Oh, it's still doing it, is it? I have kind of, I've dropped the gain on there. Let me go in and just try and do it on here for the moment then, temporarily. Where is it? Can I do it from here? Can I do it from here, or do I have to exit out? It needs to be a very sensitive mic. Yeah. Let me... I know what I can do. Just turn off all the filters. Let me sort that out. Oh, I'll have to tweak them. Okie dokie. Filters are off. How's that? Yes, channels are being split. Now I can see it's going into the red. Channels are being split. Let me just make sure that that hasn't messed up. Yeah, game audio is to channel 2, mic is to 3, but of course everything is going out on channel 1 because that's what's going to stream. Okay, yeah, right, so it's the filters then, so I'll have to, I shall have to tweak the filters. I'll just move it back a bit because I'm going into the red. Yeah, in many ways. Financially, I've not quite hit that kind of desperation yet for any other type of red. Oh, let's raise that up. What the hell's going on there? Oh well, not my problem. Yeah. Turn it up to 11. Aye, that were a good film, that were. Do you know, it's, when it does that save, it still scares the hell out of me. Oh, okay. Is it? Yeah, you want to go for it. Go on. Go on. Go for it. Go on. Buy it. While it's cheap. Come on. Do it. Do it. And all the DLC as well. Go on, get all those maps. Get the farming cargo pack. The Bobcat cargo pack. Go on. Go on, Gil. Go on. It's just a few quid. Mrs. G won't know. You could just tell her that Andean persuaded you to buy it. Yeah, I think we've probably all fallen foul of that one. I've definitely got a few games in mind that were done that way. Well, to be honest, I haven't really seen any need to, because I don't really know anybody that plays it. To go MP, and I think it's a bit of a weird one, tricky-wise, with the mods as well. I don't know, I've not really looked into it, to be honest, to do multiplayer. And if I was to get a I know what I'm trying to say. If I was to get a server, get free servers. Oh no, I haven't. No, I haven't actually. I didn't even know they were on there. I didn't know they were. Yeah, that's it. G Portal. If I hear back from them and they're willing to partner up with me, I might sort of run like community events on there. Although I haven't really got my Discord sorted out yet. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, I need to get that set up. I have absolutely no idea how to do that, to be honest. I might be an IT person, but I have no idea how to do all of this stuff. I haven't really, that's something that I don't have time to even look into. See, at the moment, I seem to be spending so much of my time just firefighting hardware issues, bloody mod issues, and then trying to do my mods development. But I just wanted that helper payroll thing. Okay, yeah, alright, we'll do. Okay, I'll have to check out their channels then. I mean, I do post my ETS to ATS video links on their channel, on their kind of promote yourself equivalent or whatever they call it on their channels. I don't get anybody watching them though. I've been losing subscribers as well. My viewing count has dropped down as well. But yeah, just going back to what you were talking about with the games that you haven't played, that you got from Steam in the sale. Foundation is one of those. I bought it last January, a year ago, 2025, with the intention of doing some online content. I just never ever got around to it. So I thought, I'm going to do it. And I think, I can't quite work it out yet. Steve73 plays it and has a real life truck. I don't even know who that is. I'm not really a fan of the European trucks. I much prefer the American ones. Oh, he's doing it as well, is he? Or he's done one, has he? I didn't realise. I know he was doing Manor Lords and obviously City Skylines and is it Anno? Whatever the latest one is. I know he was doing that. I didn't realise he'd done a foundation one. Oh, another one he was doing as well. Tiny City or whatever it is, something like that. No, I didn't know he was doing foundation. Right, okay. Well, they've got some new DLC coming out. This month? Next month? I think next month. Harvest Festival or something it's called. Town to City, that's the one, yeah, thank you. Yeah, Harvest Festival DLC for Foundation. I mean, I've got Manor Lords. I have played it, but I didn't do any online stuff with it. I've got City Skylines 2 as well. And I'm sure I've got some other kind of city builder type things. I've got Hell Let Loose. I think I've only got that on the... No, I have got it on the PC, yeah. But I've hardly played that. That's quite a serious game as well. And The Division. I've got that on the PC, I bought that in sale. I've got it on the Xbox. I played it quite a lot on the Xbox when it came out. I had every intention of doing it on the PC as well because it's like an extraction shooter. Kind of like Ark Raiders, which I haven't even been on Ark Raiders for 2 months since the expedition. I think I played it for a week and I haven't been on it since. But not the recent expedition, the one previous one. 3,000 hours. Wow. That's a good run. I don't know what I am because I'm not on Steam, so I have no idea. With Farm Sim, that is 25. I didn't do it on Steam. I bought the box because I wanted all the stuff that came with it, although to be honest I've not done anything with any of the stuff that came with it. The key mechanism that came with it is more of a pain than anything else. The ignition system. It's kind of alright for truck sim. Kind of works best for truck sim, to be honest, than it does for farm sim. If I could, I'd get myself a Pete 389 and a fast track 4220 on a car. Ranch in Montana and a farm somewhere in the Welsh Cheshire Shropshire border if I had the money. I've either got to win the lottery or find somebody incredibly rich. Both of which are like impossible. I think I've got more chance of landing on the moon than either of those two. Yeah, I guess it is when you know, you kind of put a lot of effort into it, haven't you? Because how many, what was it, 16 episodes, 17 episodes? That's a lot of effort, and you've done a lot off camera as well, haven't you? Setting things up. So you put a lot of effort into it, and then, yeah, it all comes to an end. But then you can bring it back, I guess, can't you? You know, I'm sure you can kind of create a narrative in the future. And the storyline can take you back. Oh yeah, of course, yeah, because yeah, I didn't realise. But I thought the number was representative of the whole thing, but yeah, because you started it just solo, didn't you? Is that right? I can't remember, because I thought it was all live stream. I didn't realise it was a. Oh no, yeah, it was. It started as a long form, didn't it? Am I right? Yeah. I can't really remember. I can't remember now. Because when you started it, it was just you, wasn't it? Yeah. And then yeah, did you do streams just you? And then Andy came in, or did you start streaming and Andy came in as soon as you started streaming? Yeah, that's the big problem, isn't it? It takes a lot of time to capture stuff, especially when you're like, for example, this. Can you imagine having this in a long form? You'd have to sort of watch this, capture, and just sort of sit there and just occasionally capture some cinematics and put it into like 3 minutes, and that's the biggest issue with it, especially if you've got multiple characters and they're all involved doing things. Then yeah, it gets a little bit heavy. I think sometimes you find yourself biting off a bit more than you can chew, which is exactly where I am. Right, yeah, I thought you came in right from the start of the live stream. But if I could give up work and earn money just doing this, I'd do it tomorrow. I'd start doing a little bit of side work. I'd start offering myself around to farms to just do farm work as well as a little bit of fun, as a side grift to the whole content creation grift, which is kind of what it is, isn't it, really? It's please give me some money. You're watching my content, so please give me some money. I'd very much appreciate it if you would give me some money. I don't know, because I haven't become an affiliate because I haven't met the requirements. Although all of the information is gone, but it still says about me reaching affiliate. But all of a sudden I've got like stuff on Twitch popping up about monetization and subscriptions and bits. And I don't know. I don't know what's going on, because I haven't hit 25 followers, and there's that weird thing where you have to have something like 3 concurrent people on a stream 4 times within the set time period, and for some reason mine's basically just said 0 0 0 0 all the time. It never ever changes. I mean, to be honest, I haven't really got that many people on Twitch, so it's probably accurate. So, but yeah, people can do bits on Twitch or something. I don't know. I've no idea. I don't understand. This is just all kind of way over my head. Streaming malarkey. But one thing I do know is that you see a lot of these content creators, and you think they're kind of just one person, and I think to myself, how the hell do they manage to get all of this stuff done? Even those that do it in their sort of spare time, I think you chuck out videos like there's no tomorrow. Is that like super? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, something like that, Gil. Yeah, people buy. Well, what you do is on Twitch, you buy bits. So people go there and they buy a pot of bits, and then they spend those bits on people's channels. Kind of like, I think, like a super chat type thing. So you could say, for example, spend 50 quid and get however much it is, hundreds, thousands of bits, and then you could come onto somebody's channel and cheer. I think is what it is. It's related to cheer. So go to somebody's channel, cheer, and the Twitch channel, the owner of the Twitch channel can set how much it costs in bits for a cheer. So for example, you could say 10 bits to cheer on my channel is 10 bits. So you spent 50 quid, you've got 500 bits. You spend 10 bits on SimGamerJen's Twitch channel, and you can cheer, something like that. I get a little bit of revenue for that, probably a penny, and Twitch get 50 quid from the person that spent 50 quid for bits. But yeah, just going back to what I was saying about people who sort of do this in their spare time and they chuck out videos like there's no tomorrow. Some of them, you find out, they actually have other people that edit their videos for them. So they just basically just capture everything, and then somebody comes along and edits their videos. Which I think even some creators who do it for a living have editors. For some reason, I want to say City Planner Plays. I think he has an editor. I'm sure there was somebody else I was listening to who was talking about it. Okay, yeah. I don't know whether he had one and is now looking for another one, or whether he's having a second editor, because he's chucking out loads of content. But yeah, so obviously, you know, it kind of just says it all, doesn't it, as to how much money these people are earning if they can afford to pay editors. And some people obviously have people do all their graphics for them. So they literally just do the content, play the game effectively. I guess it makes life easier. Right, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, where's he based? Minnesota, isn't it? Is it? No, Wisconsin. I think he's based, isn't he? Do you know, one person I have no idea how he manages to chuck out stuff is Farmer Sim. He's just chucking out stuff constantly. Yeah, he's got a lot of followers as CPP, but how many views did you generate for that? For what? For that to be viable? For what to be viable? What? Editors? Or what? Bluebug? Sorry, I'm not quite sure what you're asking about there. But yeah, Farmer Sim. I mean, he's got his whatever it is, grow, where he's got the realistic stuff on Whitcomb Park, and then he's got that other one now, hasn't he? And there's an awful lot of effort goes into his videos, and I just think, how the hell does he manage to do it? Oh, we're done. Headers now. Right, okay, yeah, because he's got a good following, hasn't he now? He's very much monetized. Oh, okay, right. That's handy. That's handy, yeah. I'm kind of on the market. I was looking at, I'm supposed to be getting I'm on a fixed term contract to see where I work. I am supposed to be getting an extension, but only for about 6 months. To go to pay someone yeah, well, I think a lot, to be honest, Bluebug. I mean, he's got, City Planner Plays has got a massive following, so, and he gets a lot of views on his videos. So I expect he's earning thousands and thousands of dollars, probably millions, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not one of these millionaire YouTubers, especially with Twitch, because people seem to make an awful lot of money on Twitch. There's one channel I watch on Twitch, Luce is here, Luce. She she started her thing like a year or so, 2 years back on DayZ. She hasn't got a massive following, but it's just the amount of money people pay, like subscriptions to a channel. People are, and they gift subscriptions, and you look at the price of the subscriptions, like 50 quid. So she's making a fair bit of money. If you do this, like super chats. I mean, if like 10 people did a £5 super chat in like the space of like 30 seconds, or a couple of minutes, that's an awful lot of money for a very short space of time. Now, I don't know how much of that super chats you get, but if you think just 10 people, £5 super chat in the space of a few minutes, and you're on a stream for like 3-4 hours, and again, like £5 is the smallest. I've seen people do super chats on some channels, not gaming channels, but some channels, like £100 super chats. And I just think, what? Why am I not getting any of this? So yeah, it's crazy stuff. But yeah, so yeah, I'm on the market, and I looked at a contract, a part-time contract, and I thought, It's paying good money. It's IR35, outside IR35. Oh, is it going to do it? Yes. Did I put that mod on here? Because I think there's a mod out, isn't there? Which sorts this out. I can't remember if I put it on here. Maybe I did. So yeah, and I thought, yeah, you can do that like 3 days a week on a good daily rate. So if you've got a good daily rate, it beats like a salary for the same job effectively. If I was doing the same job on a salary as that daily rate thing, I probably only need to work 3 days on the contract in order to earn the same amount of money that I would earn. Okay, so the answer to that is no, I don't have that mod. Yeah, that's the one. Headline guidance, yeah. Headland guidance. Yeah, that came out the other day as well, didn't it? So yeah. So yeah, I'm quite amazed by Farmer Sim because of his content. You know, small channel he started out, but yeah, he's got good content. But he just chucks loads of stuff out. It's crazy. I just think to myself, I wish I could do that. But yeah, if you don't work full time, then potentially. But you've got to make the money up unless you've got somebody else. It's only me, you see. My daughters work, but they don't give me any money. I'm ever so poor. I'm ever so hungry. I'm just a poor person from up north. So yeah, my kind of, so Gil, yeah, your dream is to do this, Yeah, I'd like to do this, but yeah, I'd love to just go and do a little bit of work on a farm as well, just as a bit of fun and help out. I just think it'd be great, you know. I know it's not easy work, it's hard work. I'm not saying it's easy, but. Right, okay. Right. Yeah, so she worked in it. So there we go, see, I just need to find some stupid person with a lot of money to pay all the bills, and I'll just have fun. Oh no, I haven't. Has he got a farm then? I never really knew what he did. I mean, I don't watch his content much. I only really used to watch, and to be honest, I don't even watch I don't watch Farmer Sim content that much, and I don't watch FSG's content really either anymore. I used to watch that a lot. That's kind of, to be honest, that's kind of what got me into Farm Sim. I bought the game thinking, oh, do you know what, I'll get this game on Steam, FS25, and see what it's about. So then I immediately started looking on YouTube to see what sort of stuff on YouTube there was, and that's when I came across FSG's channel. And I loved his Surviving Wyoming series. You could argue that there was a little bit of an inspirational kind of thing there to go and do some kind of realism content. What's that? Right, okay. Blimey, lift that up and it doesn't have to put on a bit of pace. No, that's going to, I'm not going to be able to get, yeah, I am going to get around there. It's perfect. He's a retired teacher, right, okay. Yeah, I look at farms online sometimes. I kind of look at small holdings, but the trouble is these days small holdings are, agents just put anything with a little bit of land as a small holding a lot. And I see some of the things, especially in Wales, you get a lot of small holdings in Wales, South Wales or West Wales, Carmarthenshire, Pembrokeshire, around that way. And you know, it's a small holding, but you look at the land and it's like on a hill, and you think, well, what are you going to do with that? And it's just like grazing land. That's pretty much all it is. And I just think, well, that's not really that good. I mean, if you have a plot of land, about an acre, 2 acres. Oh, okay, right. So if you have, yeah, if you have like 2 acres, 2 acres is more than enough to kind of, as they say, survive or be self-sufficient. So you can grow all your own crops and sell any extra produce. You could potentially have some animals as well, which you could obviously get slaughtered, consume the meat and sell extra. Probably start to make your own, you know, you literally, I think, you know, literally live the good life. Yeah, I did look at small holdings way back 15, 16 years ago. A company I worked at was quite very toxic there. And there was a lot of hassle going on at that place, and I just thought, do you know what? I just want to give up. Yeah, exactly. And how little you know. Yeah, I just thought, I just want to. Yeah, exactly. Because the thing is, it makes it look easier. You reverse up to the tractor, you get out, you press a button, on it goes. You press another button, cables go in. Press another one, PTR goes in, and you think, yeah, that's easy. I could do this. Why do these farmers make it look so difficult? But farm theory. I remember this channel name. Yeah, it's quite entertaining. That's the Irish one, Northern Ireland. I think he's near Oman. Yeah, he's always criticising the government. So yeah, well, that's just why I like him. Yeah, he's very good. He does a lot of videos. He's been doing a lot of silage work recently, and he goes through a lot of the calculations as well. He kind of talks you through that sort of stuff. And I think he demonstrated in the episode last night the importance of maintenance, because he has he's got a few tractors. They all look absolutely, basically buggered. They've got oil leaks. They've got all sorts of issues with them. They're really old. But then he was going to go out and do some spraying on his grass fields. Combination of things, including weed killer, because it's weeds coming up after he did a late silage, because they've had a lot of rain over there in May. And he's got a hardy sprayer, and he was slagging it off and stuff, but it was an absolute mess. and he had to fix it. He had to do some welding and some sort of kind of metal work effectively to create some brackets that he could use to fix it, and various things to try and get the arms to effectively come out and stay out. And he acknowledged in the end that it was purely down to the fact he doesn't maintain his equipment, and that's the problem. But yeah, it was quite interesting to watch because it kind of really opens your eyes to the sorts of things that you have to do. Because yeah, it's not just about driving around and doing stuff. You've literally got to have an arsenal of tools to be able to fix things. Otherwise you've got to pay huge amounts of money to get other people in, which obviously is inevitable sometimes, certainly with engine faults and things like that. But yeah, it's good. Farm theory, it's worth a watch. So I was kind of trying to understand a little bit about silage, because in my realism series I want to kind of get an idea about silage and do silage kind of properly, which is specific to times of the year. So whereas of course in farm sim we plant grass and it's like harvestable from what, March to November, and you can literally ted it, rake it, wrap it, bale it, you know, just whatever, and whenever you want, and it doesn't care. Which, yeah, it's you know, which obviously is not how it works in real life. Now I know it's just a game, but I've actually been trying to work out if there's a way you can actually create a mod for that to somehow affect the quality of your bales depending on when you cut. Because obviously there's like silage season, there's hay season, and there's like grass season. Now around here it's like a little bit contrary, because where I am there are a lot of they do a lot of turf, and there's a lot of grass fields as well, so it's mainly silage, but they've still been cutting it now, whereas from what I understand silage season is May and early June, but they've only just last weekend cut and baled silage. And then there was some hay bales, or not hay bales, yeah, probably hay bales, because the grass is very dry, so I assume they were hay, because it was they went wrapped on this weekend when I was out on my walk in the morning, which again is maybe it is hay season, I don't know, I haven't figured that one out yet. But okay, all right, that'd be interesting then, yeah. But I haven't seen one. I haven't seen a mod for that. Well, I was wondering if there was one out. Because, and actually, if you've watched Clarkson's Farm, there's kind of, in the last couple of episodes, where they're talking about the grass fields, but worrying about the birds. I don't know why I'm looking there, because you're up there. Worrying about the birds, and of course Caleb's getting a bit, well, you know, it won't be right. It won't be right. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll have to try. Okay, so we'll have to figure out what it is. Definitely, because that'll be interesting if there is one. Because I was kind of having a conversation with my developer to see if they could come up with something, and they kind of got a little bit of an idea about what to do. But the trouble is generally potentially create more height types, which can obviously saturate a save game, depending on what extra stuff you've got on the map. unless there's another way of doing it. So that's the thing. So it depends how you do it. But yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, in Clarkson's farm, I think, yeah, Caleb was basically talking about the grass. If it's not cut, if it's left for a few more weeks, you lose a lot of the nutrients. And that's obviously the reason why. So you want to try and factor that in, because again, it adds a lot of pressure, doesn't it? That you've got to get out and get your grass done in order to make sure you get the best quality, certainly for things like silage. Right. The mission was collected. What's the time? Oh, we've got plenty of time yet. What else can we do? Fertilizing. Oh, I don't want to do that one. Oh God, no, I'm not doing that. Maybe I'll do a fertilizer. Field 18. Let's go and have a nose at field 18. I don't know why I came out there, because it's up here I wanted to be. Oh, I get this mouse wrong all the time. It's opposite way around to my normal mouse. 18. Oh, that's got sugarcane in it. I don't want to do that again. What were the other ones? 69. Bollinger 69. Oh, that'd be that one. We could do that one, couldn't we? Let's do that. We'll borrow the items for that. Oh, okay. Right. Okay, so that one's profitable then, because it's only a tiny little thing. Okay, interesting. Right. Okay. All right then. Thank you very much for that piece of advice. It's kind of like truck sim, because the most profitable is not necessarily the one that pays the most in that either. It's like per mile. Right. Oh, here we are. We're there already. That's the thing about this steering wheel in Farm Sim. It doesn't reset itself back to the... I was watching a lot of videos on the from the Great Highland Show. Oh, what is it? Power something was the channel, and they were doing a lot of looking around a lot of the tractors and stuff. I think I said that actually, didn't I? In a previous stream. Apparently they've got a new John Deere 7 series out. Which was, he went for a test drive in as well, but not from the Highland Show, that wasn't. Why be that not? Oh, it's because I've opened it up, isn't it? Can I get up the thing? Why isn't it? No, can't get up there. Whoa, no. Why isn't that open? I always get this. I always forget to turn the mod off. Open cover. Probably don't even need that mod on here. Right. Right, where are we going? 69. Oh. Which B? Where are B? 69. Right up there. Okay. I'm not even gonna look. Just gonna go. It must be an America's thing. No, not this one. over that now. Drive all over their lovely corn. Yeah, it's okay. I think there was a few things not quite right with it. For a start, it's a southern hemisphere map, but it was all set up for the northern hemisphere. So I had to modify it, and I think it might well have created a few potential issues. But I guess it does the job, doesn't it? I mean, I'm only really interested in the coffee side of things, so I'm only kind of doing this to make money. I guess the objective is to get the coffee going, and I don't know. I don't really know what. I haven't really set an objective to kind of say that I've been successful. And when we get the coffee production facility up, I guess the objective is to actually eventually get to the point where I have row crops. So gen issues, what have I got a gen issue for? What, for not setting an objective? Yeah, you just trying to get your own back for Friday night. So I guess the objective would be to basically get the row crop coffee going, get the dryer going as well, and then once I've done that, although the cafe kind of thing, sale point, is only related to the greenhouse and the coffee roasting production facility, you could argue that because the row crops produce coffee beans like the greenhouses do. Fudge the map. No, oh yeah, well I had to basically make it southern hemisphere. Because the crop calendar was all wrong for southern hemisphere. Although, do you guys use the moisture system? Because that controls the weather now, doesn't it? Which have I? Because I've actually just uploaded the latest version of it, which I think I'll need to change here because it's set to UK West. So we want to kind of set it. I don't think, yeah, there you go, Brazil South, right. And then that will start to affect the weather, yeah, because like that ain't right. So it's kind of messed up the weather. So I'll have to look at that to a certain extent, although yeah, so yeah, it's a little bit weird. So I'll have to look at that particular thing. Yeah, you can custom, because that central Montana one that popped up there when I was cycling through, I've kind of created that for my Buffalo Ridge, because it's kind of a bit weird because it comes with like US Midwest and US Pacific Northwest, but Montana is neither one nor the other, really. You could argue that the Rockies part of Montana is sort of up Flathead County, all the kind of round that way. Glacier National Park up all around there. You could argue that that west side of Montana is Pacific Northwest, but the other part, the Great Plains, which is kind of where Judith Plains is set, there is a river called the Judith River that is real. Hobson is real, and that's kind of in the Great Plains towards the east side of Montana, between the Dakotas and Idaho. So it's not Midwest, because it's too far west to be Midwest, but it's not west enough to be Pacific Northwest. Soil first, yeah. I've got that on. What have I put that on? I've put that on a map, on my test map. Or did I put that? Oh no, I've put that on my Whitcomb Park map as well, actually, because I haven't started doing anything with it, so I've actually got that on there. And yeah, I think it's quite good. I think the HUD probably needs a bit of work, but I guess it's still in development, so that's fair enough. That's understandable. But I do like the idea that it's dealing with a lot more than just lime and fertilizer, basically. That's something that really kind of I do enjoy, because again, it's the realism. You've really got to worry about everything else in your soil, not just the not just your lime and fert, basically. You've got to worry about disease and things like that, which I think really adds a good level of realism into the whole thing. And you can of course buy it from the shop. You buy your liquid potassium and stuff. So I think it's certainly a great idea. It's a lot more in depth than precision farming. And of course you can get the little tools as well, can't you? The little hand tools. Is it? No, not with that. No, maybe it's not with that one. Maybe that's with... No, I think that's with the moisture system, isn't it? That's where you get your little moisture tester. And that's I like as well, the moisture system. Because whoever it was that was doing realistic livestock, realistic weather, before they quit developing it at the end of last year, realistic weather kind of had that moisture mechanism built in. But one other thing that realistic weather did was absolutely right, yeah. So realistic weather absolutely hammered my PC. Whenever I slept overnight or changed, it would just lock up my PC for ages. So that was a massive issue for me. But it had a lot of the moisture stuff, which I think in the first episode of Buffalo Ridge, Jen's Ranch, I was talking about moisture in that, and that was with realistic weather. But this moisture system kind of brings some of that in to again and now that it's taken over the weather, and you can custom, I think, yeah, I didn't finish what I was saying, did I? You can basically customize and create your own weather XMLs, so regional profiles. There's a mod settings folder that gets created. You just dump them in there, and on the site, I don't know, I can't for the life of me remember who's doing moisture system now. Is that an Oz mod? I can't remember. They've got an instruction thing on it about how to configure your XML file. Oh, I missed a bit there. Look. Yorkshire? What about Yorkshire? What about it? Ooh, it were a great delivery, that were. Aye, right. Bloody Yorkshire tea, right. I got some Yorkshire tea. I'm not that keen on it myself. Ritter, does he do the moisture system? I know he took realistic livestock, yeah. He did the RM version. The weather mod. For the weather mod, realistic weather. Ritter, was that? Well, yeah, I know. I'm a bit confused because RM, like, I don't know who's taken realistic livestock. Is that Ritter? Who did it first? Because somebody took it, didn't they? He stopped doing it, and then somebody did enhanced livestock based on the original realistic livestock mod. But then somebody picked up the repository for realistic livestock and called it realistic livestock RM. So there's like 3 versions out there, but even enhanced livestock is no longer being developed either. So it's just getting very confusing, it is. Right, where have I missed? I know I've missed there. But where else have I missed? Oh, I'm putting all these nasty tracks all over us. Where else have I missed? Where have I not done here? Oh, why isn't it showing me? Because it's not my field, I guess. Is this going to try and con me out of this? Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind Yorkshire tea. I am a sucker for panhead, which is Welsh tea. Oh, I think that'd be it there, being it. Yeah. I'm kind of hoping that this be the last bit here, but it just doesn't seem a very large amount for 2%, does it? No, that isn't it there. What is this doing? It is trying to rip me off, isn't it? Or is that it there? Did I not do that one? Nah. Hey? Oh, it must have been the field shape. I didn't spot this one. We're done now anyway. In mini-map. Whatever. Whatever. Major loser. I didn't start the clock either, did I? That's a gen issue. I didn't start the count. You can give me a gen issue for that one. Let me just go home. Right. What's the time? Oh, we got a little bit of time. I'll see about. I don't want to do that harvest. Because that would probably take a while, wouldn't it, to do that? Oh no, 32. What? Oh yeah, well you're on that big map though, aren't you? Are you on Farm Sim now then? You've given up on Battlefield 6? You kept getting your ass handed to you. I could potentially do this one, couldn't I? But what I haven't got is any auto drive set up. That's the only thing around the field or anything. Because I tend to use the auto drive guy stuff and then add to that, but there isn't one for this, and I don't think they're doing it anymore, are they? I think they've finished. Yeah. Yeah, he had the smallest one there is. I won't do that one. I'll do this cultivating one though, because that one won't take long, and it's a reasonable amount of money as well. So that's another thing on my. What's that? 215. Yeah, okay. That's another thing on my list of things to do a mod for is contracts. I just think it's ridiculous that we just get paid crazy amounts of money for contracts, which kind of is where that helper payroll kind of potentially can extend to, or even come in with a with another mod, I guess, because in theory it would be roughly what your hourly or day rate is. Yeah, so okay, so 6 hours, right? So what was it in game though? Because obviously was that 6 hours is that 6 hours basically your time or the estimated time in game? Because it's obviously it's not the same, is it? I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'm misunderstanding how all of that works. Six hours real time. Right, yeah. So how would they calculate that? If this was real life, how would that be calculated? Because obviously, if you did it yourself, obviously if it's your field, for example, then your time is obviously, right, I guess you calculate your time as well, but it's because you're still costing money, but if you'd have to get contractors in, unless of course again you've got like family in your farm or something. So I'm just trying to understand how that would work, because I'm pretty confident you wouldn't get that amount of money in real life. Five workers, two combine drivers, one grain cart and 2 trucks. Okay, only one grain cart. Oh, there's a fence there. Okay, so yeah, so I was just trying to understand the actual kind of what you might argue real life kind of statistics for that. Because I mean, contractors or whatever are charged by the hour, by the day. That potentially includes equipment, I guess, sort of wear and tear costs. If you were a farm contractor. Right, what have we got here? What have we got here? Got to try and understand what's going on here. Okay, right, yeah, that's because that's come up there. Right, I'll have to come up here. Bit of a weird one. It's 88,000 litre grain cart. The combine sold 22,000 litres. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but that's an awful lot of money for real life. No, nobody would earn that amount of money in real life for doing that, though. Because even if we were charging like £100 an hour, £200 an hour, it's just crazy. Just totally unrealistic. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. But again, you still wouldn't earn, what did you say, 300 and something thousand? You still wouldn't earn that much if it was a week's worth. I mean, how much was the wheat valued at when it was sold? Because if you're doing a contract for a farmer and they're going to have to pay you 363,000 or whatever it was, they must have made an awful lot more than 363,000 to sell that wheat. Or whatever it was, the crop was. Oh, whoa! You got a little bit hasty there, didn't you? It's better. Yeah, I just can't imagine somebody earning that amount of money doing a contract though, harvesting contract. Now, okay, I could understand that it's just a game, and obviously the idea is that you buy equipment and stuff, but then again, yeah, okay, so you do the contracts and then it allows you to afford equipment, because if without any mods, that's your only way of making lots of money, isn't it, really? So I can appreciate it from the simplistics of the game mechanics to kind of get people to want to play the game and be able to do things quickly. But obviously in the real world, tractors are still expensive as they are here, and you wouldn't be able to just go out and do a contract and then go and spend a couple of $100,000 pounds on a brand new tractor. Although some of these farms I watch, the YouTube videos, because there's quite a few I pick up on, and a lot of them I get recommended because I've watched this person's channel. I think there's somewhere down in Berkshire, a young woman does something down there. A massive farm, they've got absolutely stacks of equipment on the farm. And the only reason why I watched it was because she was picking up a brand spanking new 4220 and she didn't know how to work it, so she was driving home along a dual carriageway or something like that, 20 miles an hour. Down in Royal Berkshire. Oh yes, Berkshire. Mind you, if you've been to Reading, you wouldn't say it like that. You wouldn't. What you would? Yeah, you wouldn't earn that money. Yeah, yeah. No, exactly. So that's. I mean, I'm not being critical of the game or of anybody. You know, I'm just sort of saying that that's my issue with doing contracts. When you're trying to do a realism type series, and you're going to look at contracting as a means of bringing extra money in, because potentially, yeah, crops have failed or whatever, or your silage didn't work out or something, and you have to spend money to buy silage in for your livestock, you might want to kind of go and do a little bit of work, and therefore it just, I think, breaks the immersion. I was going to say immersion then. Yeah, and that's why I want to kind of try and do something to change that. But again, I guess if you're doing like a contractor series, you want to be able to do things quickly. Again, because things move quickly. You want to be able to get lots of content done, don't you? That's the thing. Maybe it's me, maybe I'm making things too complicated. Yeah, well, yeah, Blue Bug, I know. I kind of think that as well when I see some of the videos, especially on the continental Europe. It's like, again, I'm going to go back to that at Clarkson's farm. When he went over to the Netherlands, where they had all of that, well, basically where they were doing all the precision farming and they had those massive drones and stuff like that. The amount of brand spanking new, it was Fendt, wasn't it, he had? Gear that farmer, was it Fendt? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Like massive tractors, top of the range, brand spanking new, and you just think there's an awful lot of money here. Awful lot of money, mind you. Oh, actually, no, I was going to say, mind you, they probably get a lot more support, don't they? But they had an awful lot of hassle over in the Netherlands, didn't they, where they were trying to shut down all of the farms. protests over there. That's what they're doing around here, though. I mean, get all these nutters buying these farms, and then they do all this wilding. Basically, what it means is they just let their fields just look like crap, overgrown. The soil around here is really good. There used to be a load of vegetables. That's what they used to grow around here. So people tell me, who've been in the area for ages. And when I came here, there was carrots in a field, and they just left them. Literally the whole field, massive field full of carrots, and they just left them. And spuds, corn as well. Again, they just left it. I don't know what they did with it because I didn't see them chop it. But spuds in a field last in the same place as the corn was the previous year, and they hadn't done anything with the spuds. They just left them, and they've got more spuds in another field now. Well, several fields of spuds, but other than that, it's just wild fields where they dig them up and let them flood with water every now and again, or grass. But I know in the garden they dig it up. It's because the fields are only just up the road from me, literally like a couple of 100 meters up the road, and I'm into the fields. And the soil in my garden is very rich. I know that because my herbs are going absolutely crazy. I've got a curry plant. It's like it's probably 3 meters in diameter, and it was only a tiny little thing when I put it in. It's just massive. Up here somewhere as well. I've got a good meter high. It's just gone absolutely crazy. My rosemary, thyme, they've just only put them in last year, and they've just gone absolutely crazy growth. It's a very dark soil. Crazy dark. Anybody use that red tape mod? So you don't use it, Bluebug guy? What about Gil? Do you use it? I mean, I've got it loaded. I was thinking whether it's more of a US thing, because it kind of has a lot of policies where it grades you, etc., and then you can get like schemes where you can, to be honest I can't remember what you get. You get like bonuses and stuff like that. I mean, obviously you've got the subsidy mods as well where you can get money, but it just got me thinking about if it is more focused around the US type thing. I was thinking, what about if you could do it would be incredibly difficult to manage because you'd have to change it all the time. If there was one that was kind of UK based, so it was all of the grants and things like that you could get. I was just thinking, that's all. I was just thinking. Chuck that bill round. Are we 95%? Contract finished. Well, I just finished the field. It is actually doing something, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I'll get up to the top here anyway. I'm nearly there. I set the clock. Oh, it's actually going to go all the way around. It's right in my ear. Right. Another oh my word, get this wheel sorted. There we go. Another contract done. And a whopping great 67,000 Brazilian dollars, whatever the currency is there. And I think that's a good opportunity there to so because I didn't start the bloody time, we haven't had any of these going out, so what I'll probably do is I'll probably fast forward a bit more and try and sell some of these off camera. But what I was going to do was talk about where are we? Shift P. Why is that not Shift P? No, that's that one. Why is it not giving me the build menu? Say what? Keyboard broken. Or has Shift P stopped working all of a sudden? Yeah, some stupid reason. Shift P stopped working on my keyboard here. Anyway, right. There is I think it's actually in silos. Yeah, that. Small pallet storage. That is kind of what I was kind of looking at to store a lot of the raw coffee in. So I might drop that down. I don't know how long that's going to take to build. Why doesn't it say? I thought it told us how long it was going to take. With everything constructible on, I thought it told us. Right, anyway, that one there, because it can take bales, but it can also take pallets. So I was thinking of putting that down to get them off, and then row crops. Oh, in here somewhere, aren't they? Where are they? Where are the row crops? I can't remember where you find them now. So in factories, here. So basically I can lay them down like olives, but I need somewhere to put them to do that. And I was kind of planning on having, because we've got this whole got this all back here, we could put them in, or we could use this here and have, we could buy that plot, but that's 81,000, and sort of use that plot there as a as a coffee plantation kind of thing. So that was what the plan was. So build this out here with greenhouses and so on and so forth, get the production facilities in, and then have the crop rows here and maybe some storage here as well to store the row crop output, and then storage over here to store the greenhouse output. That was the plan. Right, so I'm supposed to be streaming on Wednesday, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to, because my oldest daughter's got a graduation over in Leeds, and I'm not sure if I will be online for Wednesday, so I might not be doing a foundation stream on Wednesday. Might have to change that. I'm not sure. I don't think I can do it tomorrow. Maybe I could, I don't know, I might be able to squeeze it in tomorrow, otherwise I'll have to miss it for the week. But it should be back on Thursday for ETS 2. Get that one done hopefully. I'll have the clutch working on that one, and I can struggle with that gearbox in my Volvo. But yeah, so thanks guys for watching the stream. Really appreciate you being there. Good conversation, good chat about things. Thank you very much. And yeah, well, please do like my videos. Please do go and tell everybody you know, go and watch SimGamerJen's videos. They're like really amazing stuff. You know, you're missing out on a lot. Spread the word, like the videos. You're already subscribed to the channel, I hope. If you're not, then hit that subscribe button. If you are, thank you very much. I appreciate your support. I'm desperately trying to get my view count up to get that first tier of kind of, well, whatever they call it. It's not necessarily monetization, but I think I can get super chats at that first tier. But yeah, so yeah, thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you on this Thursday stream, or on somebody else's stream, which would no doubt be Gil's, because that's pretty much one of the only other ones I watch. So yeah, have a good one guys, and I shall catch you again soon.